Hi everybody, welcome to the Fancy Face Diaries. Today I'm just going to be working on a basic face. While I've been putting on all the tons and tons of eyeshadow, it occurred to me that not everybody does that, and so I wanted to give the people who are just basically starting out, I want to give them something to learn off of, so here we go. Now before I start, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been helping. I have been listening to your suggestions, and if I haven't gotten to what you've asked of me, give me a minute, I will. So we're going to start out with a primer. This is the Urban Decay primer. Now, if I'm not doing eyeshadow, why am I doing primer? I know that's what people are wondering. But I just like to do primer because my lids get a little oily, and so that might happen. Other people might not. Some people don't even wear eyeliner, and that's okay. So this isn't really a part of the video, but I like to, just to accentuate your eyes a little more. And this one's a little shimmery. This is the Sin out of the original Sin, and it just gives you a little bit more shimmer than the original. So you just want to put a little bit on your lids and a little bit here, and you just rub in, and when you rub it in, it doesn't show very much, so it just gives you a little bit of extra shimmer for your day. I'm all about the glitter, so if I could pour it all over my body before I go to work, then I would. So we like to do the primer. Then I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, and this one is Estée Lauder. It's the Artist Pencil, and it works like nobody's business. Like, I want to buy 20 million of these, you know. So you're just going to, again, you're not supposed to do this. You're just going to pull and then make your line as thick as, you know, that's a personal preference. And you go in and do the other side. Now the sharper you sharpen the pencil, the more of the cat eye you're going to get. So I just like to do that a little bit, a little extra drama. And then you want to do the waterline. Careful with poking your eyes, girls, because I totally have done that before. And then I like to do the curler first. Be very careful with the curler. I always say this because there's always one person out there that's going to smash their eyes like crazy and take off all their eyelashes. And it might be like a dumb precaution to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. So just be very careful. Not too much of a squeeze. Then I'm going to go on the waterline with the mascara, and I don't use anything fancy with the mascara, but you might, so that's okay too, whatever's your preference. You know, I have really short eyelashes, so I like to get as much volume as I can, so I use just Maybelline 1x1 Express. So I'm going to go the waterline first, and then the other side. So, while I'm doing this, how was everybody's New Year's? Did we get crazy? I know I did. You always know that it's a really good New Year's when you can't remember anything, so I woke up so tired. I had stuff on my phone I didn't even know was there, so. And what do we think about the Kardashians? I heard that they're getting their new magazine. People are always like hating on the Kardashians, like, oh, why do they really need a new magazine? Yes, they do need a new magazine, because I like to hear from them all the time. So once you're done, you put on enough. I like to go with the foundation. Obviously, the foundation, I use MAC. And why do we use foundation? We use it because your face naturally, just because of like pimples or, you know, whatever, it's not all the same color, and that's just the reality. Everybody's face is different, but not every, I mean, your face just isn't the same color. So this one is just going to even your skin tone out and give you a nice foundation, which is why it's called that. So it's going to give you a nice, just fresh one color for your skin all over. So what you want to do is, I like to do on the cheeks first, so I'm going to go on my cheeks first. And you want to go down. smear under your waterline and go down. You never like to rub up, so that way it looks all like the same. So all the way down, a little bit past your neck, because obviously people don't see your neck, but like sometimes you just see people who just have like the face of makeup, and nobody likes that. It's just really cakey, like they like rolled on a face and then left. That's not cute at all. So you're just gonna go all the way down, everywhere is down. And again, this is just to even out all your skin. After that, we like to go with the concealer. Not everybody uses a concealer, and that's perfectly fine. That you don't have to. But some of us just have a little bit more of the imperfections, and that's okay. So where I like to go is just anywhere you have an imperfection. So I have one on my nose. When I was a kid, I used to go like this, and so there's a line. And thank you, allergies. And then right there, and then that's it. So you don't use the concealer for a whole lot, you just use it to cover up a little bit. Don't go crazy with the concealer, because the last thing you need are like pock marks all over, because that's what you use the foundation for, so that way your face looks just one even skin tone. Then you want to go with the concealer. This one conceals things, which hence concealer. And then it's going to be a powdery thing. Some people use like the Studio Fix from MAC. Some people use the Press Compact, and that's fine. You do whatever you want. Yeah, mine is MAC, obviously. The important thing is, in foundation, concealer, compact, the important thing that you have to remember is you have to get your skin tone, you know? Because the worst thing you want to do is to go out looking like you put makeup on, you know? You want to come out looking fresh as a daisy. No, I didn't do anything to my face. I wake up like this. What are you talking about, you know? And you're never going to look like that if you have makeup that's not your skin tone. So you need to be very, very careful with that, you know? And once you got everything, you're looking very, just all one color. You want to make sure you get away from the shine. Then you're done with that. And then after that, some people use blush, some people don't. I'm always a fan of blush, because before I used it, I just started on it a few months ago. Before I used it, I was like, oh, well, I don't need blush, you know. What do we need blush for? I have darker skin, like it doesn't really matter for me. I am a believer in the blush now that I got it. This is what I live by, you know, because I use MAC, by the way, because it just adds so much more color to your face, and you look so much more alive, so much happier. I don't know. Everybody loves the blush, and if you don't get to know the blush, you should. So the blush is important. You got to know how to put it on, because when I first got it, I didn't know how to put it on either. So when you go to the department stores, even if you don't get your makeup from the department stores, you should still go, you know, to wherever it is that they sell, like Nordstrom, whatever. You should go and ask, you know, get pointers, because those are the professionals. Those are the people that know what they're doing. And so you want to kind of know, you don't want to just go out and then fly crazy like you look just a mess. You know, you want to go out and ask them how it is that you put it on. So that's what I did. And then what you want to do is find your apple. So some people don't have one. I don't have one at all. I don't have any cheekbones. So what you want to do is smile like really hard, and these are your apples right here. And then what you want to, how you can tell with that is like they're the natural things that go red when you go jogging, or when you blush naturally, this is where they are. So you're going to find your apples like this, smile, smile, smile. And then I like to blot a big dot on first, but you don't leave it this way. This dot thing is very, very 80s, and we want to stay away from that, because it just looks like I have a rash on my face. So you want to blot and then bring all the way up, okay? Blot and up at an angle. You want to kind of look like this. You don't want to look straight. I saw a girl the other day who had her blush going straight, and she looked very aggressive and very mean. So this, you need to go up at an angle. And then after that, you see all this right here. Once you put it on, all under your eye is highlighted, and so therefore your eye is highlighted. So you want to just go right here, and the same thing for your other for your other side. So blot, 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 and then however much you put on is up to you, completely up to you. Some people don't like a lot of blush, so they just one stroke and you're fine, and then one stroke you're fine. But other people like a lot of blush because you like to look a little more dramatic, especially, like I like to look a little more dramatic, especially if I don't have a whole lot on my face. You just want to look, you know, a little more colorful. So I like to put quite a bit on. And then after that, you're pretty much done. But since I don't have a whole lot going on my face, I like to just make sure you never go out with like a regular lip, because I'm going to tell you why right now, because even when they take pictures, like you can't even see your lip. Like when you put all your makeup on, everything looks the same color and you look like you have no lips, so it looks kind of crazy. So what I like to do is put on like a little bit of a shimmery lip gloss. Not everybody likes lipstick, and that's completely fine. So I just like to do chapstick first, and then like a little shimmery lip gloss. This one is Victoria's Secret. I've had it for ages, but tried and true, we love Victoria's Secret lip gloss. So this one's got a little more shimmer than the rest of my lip glosses, so I'm going to put this one on. So that way you kind of stand out a little more. Your lips don't look like part of your, like just more skin a part of your face. So this is just the basic everyday look. You know, you don't always have to go out with crazy eyeshadow. You can just do this and you're fine. I use the primer first, the Urban Decay primer, the Sin. Then I use the Estee Lauder Artist Pencil, and then whatever foundation you have, that's completely fine. Whatever compact you have, that's completely fine, as long as you find your color. You need to find your color. I can't express to you how important that is. Your color is super, super important, because you want to look natural, not like you rolled on your face with like the paint rollers, you know. If you use concealer, that's your business. You can do whatever you want. Blush, you know, you have to get a good color for your skin as well. So that's it. Basic everyday look. Thank you for watching the Fancy Face Diaries, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.